Guys, we are finally here in Rome, the capital of Italy. Very historic city, but before we begin, let me start off by saying that a few things that came to mind when I first got here was, oh boy, is it hot. Oh, it's hot. We're getting closer to the equator, but I didn't think Europe got hot like this. I did not think that. I've been to a number of European countries, and so far, yeah, this place has been the warmest. Let's just say that. First time, I think, in Europe where I had to walk outside with a hand towel. And then secondly, when they say this is a historic city, yeah, it's very historic, meaning not just all the monuments, but also some of the buildings too. Maybe it's just the area I'm in, but it does seem a little rough around the edges. Like I said, it could be the area I'm in. Well, I guess I'll find out today because I plan to explore more. But yeah, very historic city. So, what we plan to do is, instead of catching the metro, I'm going to catch the tram. So I have to hurry up because I think it comes in a few minutes. Woo, just in time. Just in time. We have an historic tram. Let me get in on this side. Or I'll get in on this side. And then this tram, usually it's one-seaters. You guys can see. Oh. Okay, you got that one. And so, as we walk to the first destination, let me say that when it comes to Italian food, growing up, I always thought it was overhyped. I thought to myself, oh man, Italian food is just pizza, which is good. I must admit it's delicious. And spaghetti, which is just noodles with ketchup. That's what I always thought. Oh my God, this stuff's overhyped. But as I'm here in Italy, I'm realizing a lot more to Italian food than just noodles and ketchup. For example, here in Rome, one of their main popular dishes is, yes, it's spaghetti. You guys know it very well. Pasta al carbonara. But I don't plan to try it today. I'm gonna go with something that I've never heard of before. But let me show you guys what it is first. I don't want to give the name, but yeah, I've never heard of this. So I'm gonna try something different than the typical pasta dish. Got here right when they opened. A lot of reservations. Look, reservado. So I got lucky. So we get tomato sauce and stuff all over your shirt. Okay, I can read the bread. A1 service right there. So this is Coda di Vaccinara, something like that. But it looks good. I think it's basically oxtail stew with some type of sauce. And then obviously, all right, hey, then we have the bread right there. Toasted bread. Oh yeah. Look at this. All right, guys. Oh, this bread is yeah, the outside is really crunchy, inside soft. Oxtail's tender, heavy on tomatoes. If you love tomatoes, you'll love this dish. Yeah, I'm just gonna destroy it right now. was the aftermath, the bones and the extra fat. Finished the bread. We'll talk outside. Just got out of the restaurants, and let me walk on this side so you guys can see the neighborhood. And let me say that that meal was filling. It was very light, surprisingly. Even though I'm full, it's not like a full, oh man, I need to go to sleep. One thing I wanted to ask for, which I didn't know if it would be rude, was some spice. I think that was the only thing for me that I would have liked. Some black pepper or something to spice it up a little bit. That was it, because it was very mild. The sauce is very mild. That's one of the reasons that made it light. So if it could have had some chili flakes thrown on there, oh man, that would have been perfect. But light meal, completed it. That's called Coda di Vacinara, local Roman dish. And I think that pasta carbonara, whenever I try that, probably in another video, I think that's going to be the highlight of all the Roman dishes. Yeah, I can't wait for that. The coda, the meal I just had, that was a warm-up. The carbonara is what I'm really aiming for. But anyways, I'm headed to the metro. We're gonna check out a few sites here in the city. You can't come to Rome and not check out some of the historic sites. You can buy train tickets, or if you're like me, even though it's probably more expensive, I like to just tap and pay. Just tap and pay. See you guys on the other side. I'll go over here. So, depending on what source you read, some say Rome is the city with the most fountains. Obviously, if you read a European source, it's probably going to say Rome. I read other sources that said in the U.S., Kansas City, surprisingly, has the most fountains, or said they have the most fountains in the world. Never would have thought Kansas City. Seems random. But either way, Rome is a city with a ton of fountains. And the one we're headed to right now is supposed to be, I think, the most popular. It makes the city a ton of money every year. You're gonna see why. Oh man, this has to be one of the sexiest fountains in the world. Let me see. And if you can't see, there's supposed to be people, well, they said that people, they come here, they turn around, they throw coins over their shoulders. It's supposed to be for something, I don't know why, but it was made popular by a movie. So shout out to that movie. Hopefully they're getting compensation. But the city is said to make over €1 million a year from tourists coming here and throwing coins in the water. Yeah, it's a lot larger in person. You probably can't tell by the camera, but yeah, I didn't think it was this large. Oh shit, I want to. Yeah, every corner has something to see. Every corner. So let's say that Rome doesn't have the most fountains in the world. I think we might be able to argue that they have some of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful fountains in the world, for sure. where we're headed to straight is to a new country. I've always heard of this place, but didn't really think much of it. Didn't really know it was its own country. And so you probably can't see on screen, but it's like a dome right over there to the left. So that's where we're headed to. Hopefully I can get in. I think we can just walk through. Although it's considered its own independent country, I think we could just walk in there. So that's the plan. We'll see. I think officially we're in a new country. Vatican City. How all that works, the treaties and whatever, I don't know. Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. Somebody was yelling at me, do I have a ticket? I don't think you need a ticket to get over here. Unless you're trying to sell me something. But anyways, to all the Catholics, this is the Mecca of Catholicism, or Mecca for the Catholics, I should say. You got Mecca and Saudi for the Muslims, and right here is said to be Mecca for the Catholics. Vatican City. Pope is the head of state. You guys have all heard of the Pope. A lot of Catholics come here to pay their respects. Looks like you can also go inside. I think this is the exit on the left, and then on the right, I see people entering. I don't know if you need a ticket. No, that's probably what the guy was talking about. To enter, you probably need a ticket. I don't know, but beautiful area. So when it comes to empires here in Europe, I'm sure you guys have heard of the Russian Empire, British Empire, Austria, Hungary Empire, but when it comes to this land, or this where we're at right now, you never really hear the Roman Empire called the Italian Empire, right? You just hear Roman Empire, and I was curious, why is it? How come this isn't called the Italian Empire? This is where it started in Italy, but come to find out, when the Roman Empire began, Italy wasn't a thing. Italy wasn't unified. It was basically a whole bunch of different regions, city-states, different tribes, groups of people, right? It wasn't in Italy. It was just land with different peoples, basically. And so, fun fact, Rome is actually older than the Italy itself. It's older than the country. And I'm saying all that because, bam, this gentleman right here in the middle, right there, he's one of the persons that's responsible for unifying Italy. So that's why you have this huge monument right here. I think it's Victor Emmanuel II. But yeah, I always wondered that. How come it's never called the Italian Empire? And there you go, because Italy wasn't a thing. Rome was its own, pretty much kind of like where we just left off, the Vatican. It was like its own like mini country, its own city-state, and then it expanded. And any other groups or territories that it conquered, they were pretty much second-class citizens because they weren't Romans. You know, it was Roman or nothing. It wasn't, oh, we're all Italians. Nope, it's Roman or nothing. And you guys let me know. I've heard that because Rome came first, Rome created Italy. Rome conquered this whole area, and then everyone that was conquered became Romanized when it comes to the language, cultural items, legal processes, architecture. So shout out to the Romans. And the last place we're headed to is straight ahead. I'll give you guys a hint where we're going to. Most of the dudes should know, but I'll give you guys a hint. Here goes the hint right here. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? There's the hint. Give me a second as we walk there. I've always wanted to go to the middle and yell, "Are you not entertained?" But I don't think I can do that. So different tickets affords you different services and amenities. You see there are some people on the top row. It's more expensive. I bought the standard ticket. They also have ticket classes where you can go to the bottom area. I think where they held the gladiators and other competitors. If I'm not mistaken, just like stadiums today, the first level seated the kings and, emperors and their families. The second level, I think, were the government officials and those, in that class. And then the nosebleeds were the ordinary citizens. You see they got spots here as well. All right, guys, about to end the video right now. Pretty much just a simple day in Rome. Pretty much just explored the major sites. Didn't do anything too crazy. Headed to the bus stop right now to head home and unwind, take a nice hot shower. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, especially if you plan on making a trip here to Rome. And I'm gonna catch you guys at the next one. Deuces.